for you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. Psalms 139:13-4. Our Creator formed each and every one of us in our own unique manner. Our country was founded upon Christ. Murder is frowned upon in our society. So why is abortion now considered a choice? Abortion is defined as the termination of pregnancy by the removal or expulsion from the uterus of a fetus or an embryo prior to viability. This is the scientific way of putting the matter. But whether Americans want to face it or not, the words removal and expulsion mean the same as murder. We have to stand up for the babies who don't have a voice. Abortion should be banned indefinitely in our country because it goes against everything we stand for. Yes, I believe in freedom and everyone's right to privacy. But do these babies get their voice, opinion, when they are being removed from their mother? No. A fetus has a heartbeat when a woman is only 4 days late for her menstrual cycle. When the heartbeat starts, they are alive. They are a human being and they have the right to life. Roe v. Wade was established on January 22, 1973, which legalized abortion in the United States, when before in most states it was illegal. Roe v. Wade is what gave women what seemed to be their only way out of pregnancy. I'm here today to tell you that abortion is not the answer. Within our Constitution it states, "No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law." This means that a human being should not have life taken from them unless they have committed a crime worthy of death. Somehow it has been wavered when it comes to the topic of abortion. If a man kills someone, he is convicted of murder. But if a woman goes to the doctor to have her baby removed, it is considered her right of choice and privacy. But in her right of choice and privacy, she has taken a life and we are one person less. I don't know about you, but that seems a little bit off. I'm sure the convicted murderers behind bars in our prison systems in America don't appreciate others getting away with murder. Our Constitution does not support the taking of someone's life, but they are sitting by letting nearly 3,700 human beings die daily. Republican candidate Rick Santorum bases his argument to overturn Roe v. Wade on the 14th Amendment, which states, "No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law." We have to eliminate abortion as a choice. Many pregnant women think they only have two choices, to keep the baby or to abort it. But really the only two choices that they should have are to keep the baby or to give it up for adoption. I understand that there are situations when a mother is not financially or physically able to support a newborn child. Some things happen that are not intended, but abortion is not the answer. In 2009, there were approximately 7.4 million women in our country suffering from infertility. Their only choice of ever having children is abortion. So instead of ending that child's life, think of the 7.4 million women in America that would love to take care of your child. There are different types of adoption. In most cases, you can choose an open arrangement or a closed arrangement. In a closed arrangement, once you give your child up to the adoptive parents, that's the last you see or know of them. You don't have to see them be raised by someone else other than you. But in an open adoption, you're able to receive updates on your child. You can receive letters, pictures, and if you're close enough with the adoptive parents, you can even set up annual meetings with your child. You're able to give them a better life while watching them grow. You can see how they turn out in life. With abortion, you do not have to worry about how you're going to provide for them or how you're going to raise them. You make the choice to give them a better life. Although it may be hard knowing that you gave your child away, the guilt of adoption will never be compared to the guilt of aborting your child. The guilt of abortion has been known to follow women after the procedure through a syndrome called post-abortion syndrome. There have been some arguments whether the syndrome actually exists, but through much research, the number of women experiencing relatively same symptoms proves that it is something much more complex than just guilt. It affects not only the women, but also everyone around them. Not every woman will experience this syndrome, and the ones that do may have different symptoms. It can hit right after abortion, or it can hit much later, but when it hits, you know. Of course, depression is the most common of the symptoms. Others that tend to accompany it are anxiety, psychological numbing, thoughts of suicide, anniversary syndrome, preoccupation with getting pregnant again, bonding issues with other children you may have down the road, experiencing abortion repeatedly, and some even cause women to abuse the use of alcohol and drugs. Abortion may seem the only choice to relieve your issues at the moment, but it's something you have to live with for the rest of your life. The symptoms of post-abortion syndrome are very prevalent, and they will last much longer than if you just simply carry your baby to term and give it up for adoption. Our Constitution is against anyone's life being taken without being convicted of a crime that causes them to receive the death penalty. When did abortion become an exception for murder? I do understand that there are those that cannot financially or emotionally handle a child at the time that they conceive, but abortion should be taken away as a choice. As of 2009, there were 7.4 million women in America who were unable to have children. Out of those 7.4 million women, why not bless one of them what you perceive as the end of your life? Because what you perceive as the end of your life may really be just the beginning for them. Abortion is not the only choice. The post-abortion syndrome that has been proven to follow women who have had abortions is often worse than delivering your baby and giving it up for adoption. We have to stand up for the babies that can't voice their opinion in the matter, the babies that didn't have a chance, and the babies that we can still save. Proverbs 21:8 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute." Help me eliminate abortion as a choice by overturning Joe v. Wade and get our country back to its foundation of Christ.